we're going to work on the wing rail, closure rail, and points of the turnout. And we'll start out with the closure rail and point for the straight track, the straight through. So let me get started. We're going to cut. I finally got a couple of rail nippers, some new ones, so I think I'm properly equipped now. Measuring the length, going to just guesstimate it. Let's say starting, go back from here to here. Oops, let me move back here so you get a better view of what's going on. For about here, let's say on the drawing, go ahead and just cut a piece off like that. Oh, there it goes flying. Let me do it the other way around. Make sure I get a nice flush cut here. Anyway, there we go. That's nice. All right. Yeah, that's about right. Because we're gonna trim it down a little bit once bend the frog here, bend the rail for the frog. And I'm gonna take another piece. Let me get this flush here. Alrighty, and go ahead and cut them the same length. And we can then use this shorter piece for guardrail, so that kind of comes in handy just to go flying. Alright, okay, now I've got my two rails cut out for my frog and closure rails. Roughly the same, yeah, pretty much the same length. Let me scoot this over here. It goes a little bit beyond the notch here where the points will rest, because we're going to trim this down, as you see, during the process. We'll trim it down to get it fit right. So now I'm going to take these two pieces of rail and kind of put them back to back here, like that. I'll get this up here. And take my little piece of wood, which I think I showed you at the beginning of this series. I cut a little, followed a little groove out here to hold the rail base. And sometimes this is a lot easier to do than trying to lug out the vise. If you want to do some quick filing or do some touching up. So anyway, I'm going to file a little notch here with the triangle file, and that'll make the rail easier to bend when I actually bend the frog. So here we go. And how long do I make the wing rails? Usually about 3/4 of an inch. Notch the bases there. It makes it easier to bend. Get a cleaner bend. Okay, there. Got them notched. So I'm going to take this rail here, notch facing that way, and I'm just going to go ahead and take my needle nose pliers, like that, and just give it a quick little bend, like that. Not a big deal. Alright, I'm going to hold it up against here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing, hopefully. My fingers don't get in the way. Okay. A little more light there. And you can see probably a little bit, bent it a little bit too much. Alright, because what you want is you want to have the wing parallel with this stock rail here. You want it parallel. So I go ahead and just bend it back a little bit. Make adjustment right here. That. Make it so it's not quite a sharp an angle. Okay. Now that's looking a lot better. Let's kind of slide this up here. That's looking a little better. Zoom in a little more. Alright. As you can see here, this wing rail is parallel to the stock rail right here. Pretty close. I went ahead and That'll just bend it a little bit back, make little adjustments. You can tweak till you get it right. Tweak it until it looks right. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, now there, that'll do the trick. So what we want to do is position this so this, when you look down the line of sight here, that you see pretty much a straight line, that this rail continues and visually goes straight onto here. So kind of hard to describe. Let me take a couple of rail joiners here. Okay, not rail joiners, excuse me. My apologies, I'm not necessarily the most articulate on my feet here when I'm trying to describe this stuff. Rail gauges, not rail joiners.